We started with 167 bucks. It was something I did kind of out of necessity, so I needed to do something to kind of make ends meet.
Andrew?
Yeah.
Yo, what's good in your neighborhood? From the east to the west, showing nothing but the very best. So my people, where you at? We are right here. You want duck, octopus, urchin, or deer? Well, stay right there, you really should. And watch this episode of What's Good in Your Hood. We out. Oh yeah, What's Good in Your Hood is all about respect for the food, hustle, and most importantly, for the people behind it all. Today we're in LA, the land of dreamers, and of course, tacos. To meet Wes from Guerrilla Tacos. Hashtag LA don't play.
Oh my God. Thank you, Mom, for bringing me into the world where these tacos exist.
Tacos have been always my favorite food. I figured it's a very approachable vessel for people to kind of taste different ingredients. I'm always learning, always observing, you know, trying to like get new ideas. And bottom line for me, tacos gotta be bomb. It's gotta taste good. You can't be serving up no bullshit.
Here we are in what I would consider a Michelin star taco truck. Literally today, tears of joy happened on my face because these tacos are so good.
Regular street tacos like serve a purpose, right? You get a bunch of them, gives you that down-home Mexican feel. But this is a gourmet experience of street tacos.
You gotta respect this guy's hustle. When it comes to building the perfect taco, Wes is relentless in his pursuit of excellence, and believe me, you can taste it.
Growing up in here in LA and having just inspiration from like where we're at, we're on the street, it should be simple. It should be like, you shouldn't be paying top dollar for some fancy plate of food from a food truck. If you go to any taquero here, anyone, 90% of the time will be like carne asada, chicken, al pastor. Ours aren't like that. Each one has its own salsa, its own herbs, its own kind of flavor.
Personality.
Right now I'm eating the beef brisket and foie gras, which is one of my favorites. I mean, you can't find this at any other taco truck, like anywhere.
I like foie gras. It tastes delicious.
Yes,
so I wanted
it
to
does.
make it where it's like somebody can taste it. Somebody, if my dad can go to a food truck and be like, "¿Qué es foie gras?" You know, and like, oh, here it's like fattened goose liver.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't do it to be like unique or anything. I just thought it tastes really good. I might as well offer it.
Let's flip it all the way back to understand the history of the taco. There's a few theories about this humble and simple vehicle for yummy goodness. Presumably, the taco predates the Spanish arriving in Mexico way back in the 1500s. We all know how that turned out. There's some evidence that points to native people that lived in the Central Lake region, currently DF, having traditionally eaten tacos filled with little fish. Spanish conquistador Bernal Díaz del Castillo also wrote about the first Taco Tuesday, which was a meal that head conquistador in charge, Hernán Cortés, yes like the shoes, arranged for his captains in Coyoacán. Some other theories date back to the 18th century in the silver mines in Mexico, because in those mines, the word taco referred to the little charges they would use to excavate minerals. These were pieces of paper that they would wrap around gunpowder and insert into the holes they carved into the rock face. The taco, endless possibilities inside a tortilla, worldwide and beyond. Coming up next.
We started with 167 bucks. Money started getting a little bit tight, and I started having to borrow money to like pay rent. I was born at General Hospital right there in Boyle Heights.
Boyle Heights? What up, baby? Shout out Boyle Heights. Which way's Boyle Heights?
Boyle Heights that way.
Boyle Heights that way, baby. That's where we grew up, baby. Let's go.
Raised in the neighborhood of Pico Rivera, Wes was no stranger to tough times.
You got that if you lived in Pico Rivera sign right over here to your right.
Okay, cool.
But like the tortilla that rises with the heat, nothing could keep Wes down.
This is like the main street, like where I grew up. Like during house parties, family parties, dude, there'd be like across the street, there'd be drive-bys. It was like a normal thing to like, you know, to hit the floor and stuff like that.
How did growing up in this place, you know, affect the food you make now and your art?
It's more the business side of it, the hustling side of it.
They say tough times don't last, tough people do. And this guy right here is living proof.
Like in '95, my mom passed away. It was super difficult. You know, you still deal with it every day, you know? It's like you lose the most important person in your life. At the time, she was the most important person in my life. And like one of the biggest influences, along with my dad, is her. My dad is like the hardest working person I know. Money started getting a little bit tight, and it just started getting less and less and less, and I started having to borrow money to like pay rent, you know? So I'm like, I gotta do something else, man. So I needed to do something to kind of make ends meet. So we started in 2012 on a cart with 167 bucks. So we started with the two tacos we had were carne asada and chicken. And little by little, we started incorporating better ingredients. I started getting bored of just doing chicken carne asada because I'm like, anybody else can do that.
This man is a natural leader. And the people can't get enough. From the downtown cityscape to the sea breeze by the beach, Wes is making his city proud by never settling for what is, but instead striving for what could be.
We're very, very in tune with like the local graffiti scene, art scene. So I find it super important, you know, to be able to express oneself in food or whatever you do is really, really important to me.
Coming up next, the challenge with Chef Wes.
What do you think you might pair the dragon fruit with?
I'm gonna kick it on the west side how we do it with a little bit of serrano.
Hang tight, come back, see what we got cooked.
Order up. Next.
Can I get 2 sweet potato tacos?
Sure, 2 sweet potato tacos, which I saw when I was inside because I'm a professional at this, guys. Trust me.
From a humble plancha to taco truck, and now a physical space that's getting ready to open its doors and is sure to make a dent in the LA food scene. What's the taco that put you on the map?
The sweet potato taco.
Sweet potato taco.
Yeah,
I had like 7 of those today. Talk about them.
LA Weekly got a little bit of a wind of it and they put a little story, so it started growing. It just snowballed like that.
Yeah. The future, what's next?
This place is gonna not look like one of the scenes from Walking Dead. It's gonna look like a really beautiful modern restaurant with definitely tell it's Guerrilla Tacos, and you're gonna tell that it's got our stamp on it.
Just like his city where dreamers come to live out their dreams, Wes is living out his dream while changing the status quo.
Hey everybody, here we are in the kitchen, and we're gonna be doing a food challenge with Wes using ingredients that I'm gonna find in my abuela's kitchen. Plátano, papaya, dragon fruit today, hello, and hot Cheetos. Can you handle that?
This is the only one that I've never cooked with, but I think I can figure something out.
Boom, stumped him already. Tell us, Wes Avila, what do you have in mind for the secret ingredients?
I might make like I always do chips and salsa, so I'm gonna probably turn the plátanos into chips and then make a salsa with the fruit. And then I got something in mind for the Cheetos. I think I'm gonna do like a cheese dip kind of thing. And I'm gonna use this as chips.
You're gonna turn some plátano
Latinos into chips.
Plátano chips are my favorite thing. Oh snap, we're finally getting to the secret ingredient. Oh my God, the Cheetos are in. This is how you make hot Cheetos beautiful. You just throw some like scallions.
So this is how I'd serve it?
Dude, we threw some weird stuff at you, but you managed to make it beautiful.
I don't even like hot Cheetos, but a ver.
No, come on. Right? Well, I'm gonna declare you the official winner of my first food challenge. Right here.
Chef Wes is taking the hustle and resilience he learned growing up and pairing it with his love for food. That's why I was honored when he invited me to meet his childhood friends so I could get a better sense of where he comes from.
I'm gonna get a little sentimental. Yeah, Wes just one day was like, what do you think about me like becoming a chef and getting all my money and doing it? And I just remember it was inspirational.
I remember tattooing Wes and just talking about the shit too, like, and I was already on my own doing my independent thing. I was like, go for it, bro. Like, the only person stopping you basically is you.
What do you guys like wish for him in the future, and like what are your wishes for like, you know, Guerrilla Taco?
It's really cool to see something nice happen to a real friend.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Wes.
Class of 1996!
Can I get a hoorah?
And that's what's good in your hood.